It is the night of May 2nd, 1971, near the small Arkansas town of Fouke, at the home of husband and wife Bobby and Elizabeth Ford. While Elizabeth was sleeping on a couch, a large hand reaches through a screen window, prompting Elizabeth to scream for her husband and brother. The pair retrieved their guns and ran to the window, firing shots at the alleged creature as it ran away, and, by their own story, hitting it despite no blood being found at the scene. An investigation of the house found scratch marks on the porch and side of the house, and a damaged window the Fords claimed the monster reached through, along with 3 toed footprints. The first reports of a large hairy creature in the Fouke area came in an 1851 issue of the Memphis Inquirer and in an 1856 article in the Caddo Gazette. In the 1940s, a series of alleged sightings led to the story of the Jonesville Monster, and in 1955, a 14-year-old who allegedly saw it described it as having reddish-brown hair. However, the stories would become very real to the people of Fouke in the 1970s. Following the first sighting by Elizabeth and Bob Ford, the creature was seen again by 3 people who reported the beast crossing Route 71. Several other reports came in the following months by locals and tourists. However, game warden Carl Gallion scrutinized the apparent 3-toed footprints when some were found in a soybean field belonging to a man named Scott Keefe. However, Gallion could not confirm whether or not the footprints were real. 1 month after the Ford sighting, archaeologist Frank Schambach at the Southern Arkansas University stated there is a 99% chance that the tracks are a hoax. However, mass hysteria had already overtaken the town. The town attracted national attention when Little Rock radio station KAAY posted a bounty of $1,090 on the beast. This prompted hunters from throughout the state and country to come to Fouke to hunt for the monster. They even used dogs. However, they found nothing. The hunts became so common that the sheriff issued a temporary no-guns clause in town to preserve public safety due to the number of armed men there to hunt the beast. Interest in the monster began to wane when in 1972, director Charles Pierce released a cult classic horror film, The Legend of Boggy Creek, which dramatized the Ford sighting and hunts for the beast. However, by 1974, interest in the beast had faded again, and the sightings stopped. In March of 1978, 2 brothers were prospecting in the woods near Russellville, Arkansas, when they found a string of strange 3-toed tracks, and several people reported seeing the monster near Center Ridge. In June, sightings were reported in Crosset, and the hysteria returned. People began blaming the creature for the disappearance of livestock and pets. However, with time, this petered out too. By 1986, Fouke Mayor Virgil Roberts and former Sheriff Leslie Greer believed the alleged 3-toed tracks were a man-made hoax, with Chief Deputy H.L. Phillips stating he hadn't taken any calls about the beast in years. There was a brief resurgence of the monster in the late 1990s, with 40 sightings being reported in 1997. So, just what was the Boggy Creek monster? Well, in my opinion, it is a classic case of mass hysteria, mixed with misidentification of common animals like a bear, which when standing can look very menacing. However, I don't know everything, and while I don't necessarily believe in Bigfoot, it is impossible to cover this story and not talk about the similarities between descriptions of the Fouke monster and Bigfoot. So, I'll leave it up to you. Is the Fouke monster simply a product of misidentification and mass hysteria, or is there something hiding out in the woods of Arkansas? Happy Halloween.